Holland trash. Them niggas about to get whooped. They better let me catch them one-on-one. I promise you money. I'm about to trash them niggas. I already know how to. It is one-on-one. It's one-on-one contact when you fight one-on-one until another nigga come bop your ass. Or the mean kill your ass. Other than that, you just catch my flag fight. That's alright, man. I'm going to see where the real niggas can go. Need 2 at C, 2 at A, man. Alright, man. Yeah, man. I'm riding my nigga T-Mac. My nigga T-Mac get the shit done real tough. Ain't playing no game. Y'all niggas stay together. I see the niggas, bro. One down, one about to go. Boy, you at?
Tremaine.
Bro,
Tremaine in here?
Yeah,
I'm just at A alone, huh?
Man, tell Tremaine.
Yeah, he pushed me too. Man, kill me.
Yep, got my head chopped off like a baseball.
That's on your boy Mark, man. Mark for this. Come on, man, get in that Highlander. Turbo.
And Highlander hit with a sword like my head was a baseball.
Well, if you want to see, you going to have mine on the A.
Get under your bed and find the car.
I'm going to hear that way. It probably left. Yeah, he in the back. He in the back. I thought you what's the name? I'm tripping like a motherfucker. I'm dead. I couldn't even block this shit. Nigga, I don't know why I thought you made him bleed, son. That's why I did that. That's why I did the catch.
I couldn't block any of it. This nigga done threw. Oh my.
I'm going to eat. You Highlander?
Dude just threw me into the sword and then kicked my
the dude with the big sword?
Competition committee, some other places. They're talking about examining those gloves
to
see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
I can dive again. Yeah. Come on, Highlander. Don't run from me, bro. Don't run from me. Please don't run from me.
A curious decision to go
One
for
down.
it, but it pays
I'm
off
coming.
with the first down.
Zone 8 capture.
Now 6
Get
of
a
10
little
in
help
this
and I'm on my
first
way.
half. He's got his guys a first down here.
I'm on my way. Oh, you're almost about to die.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Fuck! That's not what I'm doing.
Let's see who this is.
I'm
in the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Mahomes again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Ooh, bro, where's my stamina? Come
When I say
on.
this nigga run straight cheese plays.
About the 3-yard line.
Bro, I told you that before you started playing.
I didn't know. Nobody told me he ran cheese plays.
Bro, you asked did he run YouTube plays. I said straight YouTube.
Oh no, the game had already started.
Oh my head, these niggas out here.
Like I really want to quit, but I ain't gonna do them like that. Like I don't like playing shit like this.
We got 2 up here, eh?
Here's Lambeau.
3 at A. I don't know how.
And this will be a touchback as that
Oh my God, bro.
Now the Chiefs
He done proceeded his character 14 times.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
Yeah,
next
you
drive,
did
or
right to
just
abort
throw
that, bro.
out the window?
It
I
got
think
ugly.
you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run
Come on.
back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
Nah,
and
I'm
be loose
still
with
out
the
here
football
fighting, man.
again.
It's
You're
31-7.
Fight.
But you have to be
Fighting
careful
a good
about
fight.
being too cautious because now you can't run any offense
Off
at
with
all.
his
Still
head.
want to attack. We'll see
For the one
how they
time.
attack him here. Trying to shake
How? Come on, bro!
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need support from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above.
I was fun to try to get a quick one in. I
The other
see.
defense is rated higher than
Oh.
them.
Oh.
They all look.
And they responded to the challenge.
He's going to let it go deep for the and it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh my God.
The temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks.
Bro, I ain't got a takedown, an objective, nothing. I've contributed nothing in this match.
Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Like, I ain't even killed none of the little people that be yet. Nothing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
I'm out here getting jumped, like always.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to admit,
At least
I ain't had a one-on-one fight since I've been in this goddamn match.
This is a team that's down big early in the first
That's how
quarter.
they go. That's how
And a
it used
lot
to
of
be.
teams will just panic, abandon
Why I
the
say you gotta
playbook,
stay
and just start
tuned.
firing the ball all over the place. It's way too
You
early
stand
to
tuned,
stick to what
you'll be
works for you.
straight.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan.
Sometimes that run is worth
A lot of football left to
the
be played.
defense.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second
I'm
half.
still here fighting, bro. Oh, my word.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Oh, my goodness.
He about to get a heavy dose of this run shit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Wow.
Green 39. Green 39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's
This was a
incomplete.
mistake. Nigga hit me one
What a
time,
difference
took
a
all
week
my
makes.
health. Nope.
Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Nigga, it's two people that ain't not going
Someone's
over.
over 80%. They're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Wow!
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack.
Bro, when I say this nigga pick out everything, like this nobody Bro, I know I ain't playing this fucking bad. I just know I'm not.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
I don't think Tyreek got hit just now.
Trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last
Shit,
time
I
we
got
had
hit.
someone get 3 in a contest?
2011.
Oh, yeah, I contributed nice. Just nothing. My God.
With the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
And he takes it in. Touchdown.
I think I died 10 times. Ain't killed nobody.
That man's
And for
gonna
the score.
Fuck,
And
man.
the Jaguars are
One star.
pouring it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
This is
And the round is on here in this first half. Here's Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin with a run by Middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think
and that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hank.
Bortles going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
380. 11B. Move. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Bortles now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Will kick this one off. Number 33, the deep return man.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, boys, come on. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Watch number 33.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks and running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Green 90.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z, 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 Z. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go now. Green.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. I got you, pop. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Black 58, real. Black 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ace. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Ace. Black 58, real. Black 58, real. Black 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Left. You can kill it, motion me out.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw.